Hello friends, now only 8 examples from this chapter are remaining. अगर आपके कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छी तरीके से क्लियर हो रहे हैं तो ये वीडियोस अपने दोस्तों के साथ ज़रूर शेयर कीजिए. Now we are starting example number 41. In this example, we have to find out volume of a parallelepiped. Try to understand. We have to find out volume of a parallelepiped, and we already have one formula to find out volume of a parallelepiped. But this parallelepiped is spanned by the diagonals of 3 faces of the cube. Means this parallelepiped is constructed on what? 3 diagonals of the 3 faces of the cube of side A that meets at one vertex of the cube. So try to understand second part of this example. Definitely we have to find out volume of a parallelepiped, but this parallelepiped is constructed on what? 3 diagonals. 3 diagonal. Now these are the diagonals of what? 3 faces of the cube. And what is the length of each side of the cube is what? A. So we already know that in case of cube, all the edges are of what? Equal length, and length of each edge is equal to A. Means length of each side will be equals to A. That meets at the one vertex. Means 3 faces of the cube meets at the one vertex. This is the condition here. Okay, so first let us try to construct the cube, and later on we will discuss which are the 3 diagonals of the cube on which this parallelepiped is constructed. Okay, so I am supposing that let one vertex of the cube is at origin, edges are along x, y and what? Z axis, x, y and z axis. Let us denote the vertices by A, B, C, P, Q, R, S. So we are able to denote the vertices by any capital letter. So here we are denoting the vertices by A, B, C, P, Q, R, S. Okay, so we have constructed one parallelepiped. So we have constructed one cube. So whatever may be our supposition, first write down all these things. What we are supposing here, let one vertex is at origin. Let one vertex of cube of side, what is the length of side? A, of side A is at origin, and edges are along what? X, Y and Z axis, and edges are along X, Y and Z axis as shown in the figure, Okay, all these things we have shown in the figure. Okay, so how many vertices we have got here? 8 vertices. First we will try to find out coordinate of all these 8 vertices. So O is what? Origin here. So we know that coordinate of origin are what? 0, 0, 0. Now we are trying to find out coordinate of A, B and C. So which are the point along X, Y and Z axis. So first find out coordinate of point A, then coordinate of point B and then coordinate of point C. So see, if the coordinate is non-zero, if its value is not equals to 0, then definitely the coordinate will be equals to what? A, because each length, this is also equals to A, this is also equals to A, this is also equals to A, because this is cube, and length of each side will be equals to what? A. Means just simply we have to check whether its coordinate is 0 or not. If it is non-zero, means definitely the value of that coordinate will be equals to what? A. So here A is a point on which axis? X axis. Since it is a point on X axis, means definitely Y and Z coordinate are 0, and means X coordinate is non-zero, means definitely its value will be equals to what? A. Now B is a point. B is a point on which axis? Y axis. Since it is a point on Y axis, means definitely its X coordinate and Z coordinate will be 0. So means Y coordinate will be equals to A. Later on let us discuss about point C. C is a point on what? Z axis. Since it is a point on Z axis, so X coordinate and Y coordinate will be equals to 0. So here Z coordinate will be equals to what? A. Just a minute. Now let us try to find out coordinate of remaining vertices. First we are trying to find out coordinate of vertex P. Now P is a point which does not lie in any plane. Here Q is a point lies in what? YZ plane. R is a point lies in XY plane. S is a point lies in XZ plane. But Q does not lies in any plane. That's why we can say that its coordinate are non-zero, and since all the coordinate are non-zero means definitely all the coordinates are what? A, because length of each edge will be equals to what? A. Now let us try to find out coordinate of point Q. Q is a point lies in which plane? YZ plane, and we know that if point lies in YZ plane means its x coordinate is 0, means remaining coordinates are A comma A. Now let us try to find out coordinate of point R. Point R lies in which plane? XY plane. Since this point lies in XY plane means we can say that Z coordinate is 0, means remaining two coordinates are what? Non-zero. Lastly, S is a point. S is a point which lie in which plane? It lie in XZ plane. XZ plane means Y coordinate is 0, so remaining coordinates are what? Non-zero coordinates are A. So in this way we have got the coordinate of all the vertices of this cube. Now focus on our condition. We have to consider what now? Three faces of the cube having what? Meets at one vertex. So now if I am considering O as one vertex, then this face, observe this face, first face, okay, then this face also meet at which point? O. और ये जो पीछे का face है O, B, Q, C, this is the third face. So these three faces meets at which point? One point O. So these faces satisfies the condition. So diagonal of these faces, diagonal means what? Segment joining non-consecutive vertices. एक के बाद एक जो vertices आते हैं उन्हें join करने वाली segment को हम side बोलते हैं. But segment joining what? Non-consecutive. So means, or we can say that in case of quadrilateral we can say that segment joining opposite vertices. So here one diagonal of this face is OR, diagonal of this face is what? OS, and diagonal of this face is what? OQ. Isn't it? So now another parallelepiped is constructed, this parallelepiped constructed on this diagonal, means these diagonals are the coterminous, or we can say that concurrent edges of the parallelepiped, isn't it? And we know that if A bar, B bar, C bar are the concurrent edges of the parallelepiped, then volume will be equals to what? Box product of A bar, B bar, C bar. But here instead of A bar, B bar, C bar, what are the concurrent edges? OR bar, second is what? OQ bar, and third is what? OS bar. Means to find out the volume of this parallelepiped, we have to find out value of OR bar, OQ bar, OS bar, because this parallelepiped is constructed on the diagonal of three faces of the cube, three faces of the cube at one vertex, isn't it? So hope the idea about these diagonals of three faces of the cube meets at one vertex is clear to you. Now if these values of diagonals is known to us, then we are able to find out volume of required parallelepiped. So here OR, OQ and OS are diagonals of three faces of cube meet at one vertex. At which one vertex? At vertex O. Okay, so diagonals are known to us, and these diagonals are nothing but what? For our parallelepiped, these diagonals are nothing but coterminous edges. So first let us try to find out value of OR bar. So OR bar will be equals to R bar minus O bar. OQ bar will be equals to what? Q bar minus O bar, and OS bar will be equals to what? S bar minus O bar, where O bar, R bar, Q bar, S bar are position vectors of points. Of which points? O, R, Q and S respectively. So let us try to find out their value. So R bar minus O bar is equal to R bar, Q bar minus O bar is equal to Q bar, and S bar minus O bar is equal to what? S bar. Why? Because O bar is what? Zero vector, because O is the origin, means its coordinates are 0, 0, 0. So if we are taking subtraction of R bar and O bar, we will get what? R bar, because O bar is a zero vector. And what will the value of R bar from the coordinate of point R? So its value will be equals to AI cap plus AJ cap plus 0k cap, but not necessary to write 0k cap. What is the value of Q bar here? Q bar will be equals to 0I cap plus AJ cap plus AK cap. Then S bar, what is the value of S bar here? AI cap plus AK cap. Once these values are known to us, so find out volume. So therefore volume of a required parallelepiped is equals to volume of parallelepiped is equal to box product of its quarter minus edges. Here quarter minus edges are OR bar, OQ bar and OS bar. So which is equals to, we know that value of box product can be find out using what? Determinant. In the first row, write down the coefficients from OR bar. What are the coefficients of I cap, J cap, K cap? A 0. From OQ bar will be 0 A. In OS bar it will be equals to A 0 A. So which is equals to, first we are finding, let us simplify this determinant. A, keep it as it is, delete this column, so A square minus 0 will be equals to A square. Then here plus A is there, so write down here minus A. Now delete this column and find out the determinant of these four elements. So 0 minus A square will be equals to minus A square, and lastly here 0 into any number will be equals to 0. So let us simplify it. So which is equals to A into A square will be equals to A cube, minus into minus will become plus, and A into A square will be equals to A cube. So A cube plus A cube will be equals to 2A cube. Since it is a volume, so its unit of measurement is what? Cubic units. In this way we have got a volume of a parallelepiped satisfying all these conditions. Now see the example number 42. In this example, A bar, B bar, C bar are three non-coplanar vector. Using this condition, we have to show that value of this expression is equal to 0. So we have considered this expression. If you will observe this expression, here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 scalar triple product are there. Why we are saying that scalar triple product? If first dot then cross or first cross then dot is there, then such type of value is called as what? Or such type of representation is called as scalar triple product. And we know that scalar triple product can also be denoted by what? Box product. So this is the box product of which three vector? A bar, B bar, C bar. In the denominator, it is the box product of C bar, A bar, B bar. Try to understand, it is scalar triple product. And another notation of scalar triple product is what? Box product. Plus here, what we are getting? Box product of B bar, A bar, C bar. And here what we are getting? Box product of C bar, A bar, B bar. Okay, so just we have written it in terms of what? Box product. Let us simplify it. We are trying to convert all these values in terms of box product of A bar, B bar, C bar using properties of scalar triple product. So here already in the box product is in the form of what? A bar, B bar, C bar. So here we are trying to convert it in terms of what? A bar, B bar, C bar. And if you'll observe here, A bar, B bar, C bar means if you are interchanging these vectors in cyclic order, then we have seen that value of scalar triple product does not changes. अगर हम cyclic order में change कर रहे हैं, what is the cyclic order here? First C is there, then A is there, then B is there. So you write down it as A, B, C. Means we are interchanging these vector in cyclic order, then according to our property, value of scalar triple product does not changes. And here C bar, keep it at its own position, because we are trying to represent it in the form of what? A bar, B bar, C bar. And to get this result, not necessary to change the position of C bar, means we have to change only the position of A bar and B bar. And in a scalar triple product, if two vectors are interchanged, then its value changes by what? Sign. So here we are interchanging these two vectors, A bar and B bar. That's why we can say that its value will changes by what? Sign. Means here plus is there, so it will get converted into minus. Lastly, let us observe the last scalar triple product. So here also A bar, B bar, C bar, means if we are interchanging the vector in what? Cyclic order, so its value does not changes, isn't it? So which is equals to, here these two terms will get cancelled, so division will be equals to 1, plus keep it as it is. Here these two terms will get cancelled, so division will be equals to what? Minus 1. So here plus 1 and minus 1 will become what? 0. And 0 is what? Our required result. In this way we have got our required result. We have shown that value of this expression will be equals to how much? 0. Now let us try to solve the next example, example number 43. In this example, first consider the left hand side. So A bar cross B bar dot C bar cross D bar. Okay. Now try to understand it very carefully. Okay, you should have to know the result related with scalar triple product and vector triple product to solve this example. In a scalar triple product, what we have seen? A bar dot B bar क्रॉस C बार. अगर स्केलर ट्रिपल प्रोडक्ट ऐसा है, यानी पहले डॉट है और बाद में क्रॉस है, देन अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर वन प्रॉपर्टी, इफ डॉट एंड क्रॉस आर इंटरचेंज, अगर ये डॉट और क्रॉस इंटरचेंज किए तो हमें रिजल्ट ऐसे मिलेगा, पहले क्रॉस लिया बाद में डॉट लिया, till the value of scalar triple product does not changes according to our property of scalar triple product. If dot and cross are interchanged, value of scalar triple product does not changes. Same property we are applying here. Consider this as what? First vector. इसे ये पूरे टर्म को, क्योंकि दो वेक्टर का क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट क्या होता है? नया वेक्टर ही होता है. So this is one vector. Consider this as what? Second vector, and this as what? Third vector. Now this expression is in the form of, in this form. पहले डॉट है और बाद में क्रॉस है. सो इसे हम डॉट और क्रॉस को क्या कर सकते हैं? इंटरचेंज. अगर हमने डॉट और क्रॉस को इंटरचेंज किया तो ये डॉट इधर आ जाएगा और ये क्रॉस इधर आ जाएगा, मीन्स क्रॉस विल अपीयर्स हियर और डॉट यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. और जब भी हम स्केलर ट्रिपल प्रोडक्ट की वैल्यू फाइंड करते हैं तो पहले ऑपरेशन कौन सा करते हैं? क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट. अगर ब्रैकेट नहीं भी दिया है यहाँ पे, सो इट इज कंसिडरेबल दैट फर्स्ट वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट विच ऑपरेशन? क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट. गेट इट? मीन्स वी हैव टू परफॉर्म फर्स्ट दिस ऑपरेशन. यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी ए बार और बी बार को ब्रैकेट है. Okay, so this result we have got applying this property of scalar triple product. Okay, so which is equals to, अगर मैं ये दो वेक्टर इंटरचेंज करता हूँ, मीन्स पहले सी बार लिखता हूँ और बाद में एक ए बार क्रॉस बी बार लिखता हूँ, then its value what? Get change according to which property? That a bar cross b bar will be equals to what? Minus b bar cross a bar. अगर दोनों वेक्टर को इंटरचेंज किया, so here plus will get replaced by what? Minus. According to this property, if we are interchanging these two vector, here plus will get replaced by minus, dot d bar, keep it as it is. Now we are applying the definition here, keep this minus as it is, minus as it is. Now we are applying the definition of what? वेक्टर ट्रिपल प्रोडक्ट. दो बार क्रॉस आ गया तो इसे क्या बोलते हैं? वेक्टर ट्रिपल प्रोडक्ट. व्हाट इज दैट डेफिनेशन? अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट डेफिनेशन 1 3 2 मींस व्हाट वी विल गेट? सी बार बी बार ए बार, पहले दो वेक्टर में डॉट प्रोडक्ट होगा इनटू ए बार. दिस इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ व्हाट? स्केलर वेक्टर ट्रिपल प्रोडक्ट. What is according to that definition? First write down what? 1 3 2. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. 1 3 2 minus 1 2 3. 1 2 3 means what will get? C bar A bar B bar, पहले दो वेक्टर में डॉट होगा इनटू B bar. dot d bar, keep it as it is. This whole bracket is the value which you are getting applying definition of vector triple product. Now I am multiplying by minus to both the terms in this bracket. Minus into minus will become plus, means here we will get c bar dot a bar into b bar, and here minus into plus will become minus c bar dot b bar into a bar. Lastly, keep this dot d bar as it is. Now I am taking dot product of d bar with both the terms in this bracket. What is the first term here? C bar dot a bar, keep it as it is. Take its dot product with what? B bar. So here we will get b bar dot d bar minus here c bar dot b bar, keep it as it is, into a bar also as it is, a bar dot d bar. Just simply we have taken dot product of d bar with both the terms in this bracket. So later on, can I write this expression as determinant? Just check it. तो ये जो फर्स्ट टर्म होता है डिटर्मिनेंट में का, सो इज इट दिस प्रोडक्ट माइनस दिस प्रोडक्ट, यानी पहली टर्म कौन सी होंगी यहाँ पे? सी बार डॉट ए बार, और यहाँ पे क्या होगा? बी बार डॉट डी बार. और ये जो टर्म है, इज इट दिस प्रोडक्ट? So means here what we are getting, C bar dot B bar and A bar dot D bar. Again, if we are simplifying this determinant, let us check we will get the same result or not. So first take the product of diagonal element. Is it the product of diagonal element? Minus product of diagonal element. So this is product of what? Of diagonal element. So which is equals to, here C bar dot A bar can be written as what? A bar dot C bar, because dot product is commutative, so it can be written as A bar dot C bar. Second term can be written as B bar dot C bar, because we know that dot product is commutative. A bar dot D bar, keep it as it is, A bar dot D bar as it is, and lastly B bar dot D bar also as it is. And check that, is it our required result which we have to prove? In this way, considering the left hand side, we have proved that its value is equals to what? Right hand side. Now let us try to solve the next example, which is very simple example. In this example, we are finding volume of a parallelepiped whose quarter minus edges are represented by these three vectors. So first vector I am denoting by A bar, second vector by B bar, third vector by C bar. In the first part, we are finding volume of a parallelepiped having these quarter minus edges. If A bar, B bar, C bar are the quarter minus edges of a parallelepiped, then the volume of parallelepiped is equal to what? Box product of A bar, B bar, C bar. And box product can be found out using what? Determinant. So let us simplify this determinant. First write down coefficient of A bar. Here term of I cap is absent, means its coefficient is 0, coefficient of J cap and K cap are 1. Then in the second row, write down coefficient of I cap, J cap, K cap from second vector. What are coefficient here? 1, 0, 1. Lastly, coefficient from third vector are 1, 1, 0. Let us simplify this determinant. First term is 0, 0 into any term is what? 0. So not necessary to write remaining term. Here plus 1 is there, so take here minus 1. Delete this column. 0 minus 1 will be equals to what? Minus 1. Plus 1 is there, so write down here plus 1. Delete this column. 1 minus 0. Find the determinant of these four elements. 1 minus 0 will be equals to what? 1 here. So which is equal to minus into minus 1 is plus 1, and here also we are getting plus 1, which is equal to how much? 2. And this is what? Volume of a parallelepiped. And what is the unit of measurement? Is nothing but what? Cubic units. In this way we have got the solution of first part of this example. What is the first part? To find out the volume of a parallelepiped with this as what? Quarter minus edges. And what is the second part of this example? In the second part, we have to find out volume of tetrahedron having these quarter minus edges. Means if these are the quarter minus edges of a tetrahedron, then find out its volume. Means now we have to consider A bar, B bar, C bar as quarter minus edges of a tetrahedron. And volume of tetrahedron with A bar, B bar, C bar as quarter minus is equals to, what is the formula? 1/6 box product of A bar, B bar, C bar. So which is equal to, keep this 1/6 as it is, but already the value of box product is known to us. What is the value of box product? 2. So replace the value of this box product by what? 2 here. If you want, give the reason here from equation number first and denote this result by equation number what? First. Means value of this box product is equal to 2, that we have denoted by equation first, and this value we are substituting from that equation number first. Here now we will observe 2 into 1 is 2, 2 by 6, 2 by 6, both the numbers are divisible by 2. After simplifying it, we will get 1 by 3. Again, it is volume, so unit of measurement is what? Cubic units. In this way we have completed example number 44. In the next video we will try to complete all the remaining 4 examples from this chapter. अगर आपको सही में concept clear हो रहे होंगे observing this video, then please share this video with your friends also.